Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today I'm going to be doing some L4 missions, and I think it's going to come soon to an end to my L4 missioning spree for the time being, because my goal recently has been to do missions so that I can get 1 million LP. So if we go here and look in my LP, I've got almost 1 million LP. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I want to get to 1 million LP. So for this we need 14,000 loyalty points. That'll be pretty simple. It should be just 2 missions or so, even less if we get like a burner mission soon. But we're going to start off with the Science the Informant mission. This is a pretty good mission for the Paladin, because I think there are rogue drones there, and rogue drones are fall pretty hard when you're using the Paladin, just because of them having, usually, not all the time, but usually in missions, rogue drones have low EM and thermal resistances. And that is quite, very nice. The pulse lasers will just move, like slice through them like butter. So here, something that happened yesterday was that I undocked in Hardener, and I noticed that there are all these Blood Reaver wrecks, and there seems to be something going on right now where these Blood Raiders are attacking these structures in Hardener. There were even more wrecks, and I was in fact worried that there was maybe some ganking going on, because I just spontaneously saw that there was a bunch of wrecks. So I just thought, oh my god, there have to have been people ganking or something. But then I understood, oh, they're all blood wrecks, blood raider wrecks. It was because of people had been then killing the attacking blood raider forces. Because the thing is, there are these blood raiders who like these special type of blood raiders, not your average blood raider pirates. Because in the region of Genesis, the local pirates are blood raiders. You can even see here that there's a region of Iridia nearby. So this is a big place that has got to do with like the Blood Raider HQ or home is in Iridia, as far as I know. There's a lot of Blood Raiders going on, and the thing is, there are special types of Blood Raiders, and I think they spawn with these forward operating bases. These like special kind of bases that can spawn in a system that you have to scan down. I think these special Blood Raiders spawn when there's a forward operating base that can randomly spawn in a system, and I think maybe there could be one of those bases in Heora, which could explain why these Blood Raiders are spawning. Then again, I think also that these special Blood Raiders, they can just spawn randomly as well, but they spawn more if there's a forward operating base. So I don't think it's guaranteed there is one. But it would be quite interesting to try taking on a forward operating base with the Marauder, because I think that I could probably solo it. They're made for fleet combat, but probably I could solo it just with one Marauder, because, Marauders are so damn powerful. But I was anyway seeing so many of those wrecks there. I was a bit worried. But these special Blood Raiders, they also are called sometimes Diamond Rats. I don't know if they still have I don't think they still have the Diamond name, but they used to have at least some kind of like diamond in front of their name. So they were called Diamond Rats before, but I don't think they have that anymore, because I've not noticed any diamond signs anymore. Okay, so we've got all these NPCs over here. I'm gonna MJD right here. I'm gonna lock up these people. Oh, there are people near 50 kilometers. Okay. I think maybe this was a bad MJD. It's not going to be a good MJD cycle, I think. Okay, let's go this. Shoot these guys. Well, these guys are anyway really close right here. Look, yeah, this is not a particularly good MJD cycle. We'll have to then... We'll align towards these guys, that when we get out of the Bastion mode, then we'll be able to, directly MJD over there towards these guys over here. Let's take these guys out. Tower Sentry doesn't need to be locked up. He's just a little scrubby scrubs. And we can stop with the Bastion right here. We can go with the Scorch. I don't think that this was a good... I should have waited one more Bastion cycle. Just take out these Elite Drone Parasites fast. I think that these Elite Drone Parasites, they drop Elite Drone AI. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do. Would make sense with their name, Elite. They're very elite. So it would make sense to me that they would drop Elite Drone AI, because they're so elite. They do elite PvP, I've heard, these Elite Drone Parasites. Let's take this guy out. That's good, because they drop the Elite Drone AI, if they do, and also they got a bounty. So that'll be very profitable. You can kill NPCs sometimes, battleships, they give a bounty, but then they also sometimes will give a good loot. It's like double the ticks you can sometimes get. Let's see now, what is this guy doing? His whole ship is on fire, and you can see all these micro drones all over the place flying around. These dots, all these tiny little drones that they're going around. Okay, yeah, you can see that. He's got some of these elite drone parasite or wrecks. I should have pulled it in. Oh, whatever. We can go with Conflag here, and then we'll just Bastion up and start taking out these guys. I'll put a mobile tractor unit, that'll be good. But then again, a mobile tractor unit I feel like is just going to pull in these annoying small wrecks. Then these guys are the closest though, so I think it will pull it in. We'll see. The only thing is I have to keep a little bit more eye on local, just because people can scan me down if I've got a mobile tractor unit. They can scan me down a lot easier than if I wasn't using one. And I should put a range script here because they're quite far away, and the Scorch has crap range if I don't have a... Not Scorch, the Conflag has crap range if I don't have a range script in here. So, hope you guys are all doing well. I bought a 3D printer not so long ago. In fact, it came in the mail yesterday. It's one of these 3D printers called Prusa i3 MK3S Plus. It's apparently one of the most reliable 3D printers you can get. I want to print out maybe some Eve ships in the future, so that will be possibly some very interesting stuff. So hope you guys will enjoy seeing that, because I'm in real life I like to build stuff. I'm a kind of like crafty kind of person, not crafty in that I like to make schemes, but I like to, you know, build small things. I've built like model houses. I've built I've used like Blender and 3D software to just build stuff. So in generally speaking, I like to build stuff in one way or another, either on the computer or in real life. So I think it'll be very fun. I've dreamt my whole life of getting one of these 3D printers. So it'll be pretty fun to finally put it together. The thing is, it's very complex to put it together. That comes as a kit, so you have to put it together. It takes a really long time to put it together, like 40, or some people say that it's taken them like 40 hours or something like that to put it together. Like, it takes a lot of work to put it together. I could have bought it pre-assembled, but that would have cost like $200 extra, and I couldn't be bothered with it. It is a case that I just felt like I can build it. I should be able to do that. I built my own PC that I'm recording this video on, so I should be able to build a 3D printer. Let's open up this. Give me that. Good. There we go. Yeah, this guy is going to pull in the last wreck. Oh, what am I doing? I shouldn't even be a Bastion anymore because everything's dead. Okay, good. Where is this guy? He is over there. And if he's in range of the tractor unit, then I could start pulling it in with the tractor beams instead of the mobile tractor unit, because then I can move while pulling it in, and also my tractor beams pull in faster than the mobile tractor unit. Just pull it in. There we go. Lock them up. We can start pulling this guy in. Good. Let's go towards this guy. I'm wondering what ship I would print first. Once I find, because it'll take a long time for me to get it up and running. I'll have to build it. Then I also have to make sure that I'm printing stuff in a decent quality. I don't want to just, because you often have to tweak it a little bit to be able to print objects out with good quality, like the different settings. You have to make sure that you're on a steady surface, all these kind of small things. So it'll take a long time to get stuff to be printed out with good quality. But I'm thinking, like, which ship should I print out first? And I'm thinking maybe the Paladin would be a good one. But then again, I think the Gila would be quite appropriate, because first off, it's got lots of like straight edges, so it'll make it quite easy. And also that it's just a ship that I've used so much, you know, in the Abyss. The Gila means a lot to me. So does the Paladin, though. Of course the Paladin does. But you know, I've done a serious amount of Abyss sites. If we go here, look here in encounters, Abyssal Dead Space, successful completions. 45 tier 6s, almost 1,000 T5s. That is a lot of Abyss right there. If we just take an average of maybe 15 minutes, or let's say 13 minutes per T5 site, that's over 1,000, no, almost 12,000 minutes, something like that. 12,000 minutes, now what is that? That's like 200 hours, isn't it? 12,000, just divide it by 1, take 1 0 out, then you have 1,200, and then you divide it by 6. Yeah, that's 200 hours. So 200 hours spent in the T5 Abyss. That is a lot of hours. But it is over a long period of time. It's not like something I've just done yesterday. It is a long time. Like, I've been doing Abyssal sites. I started doing Abyssal sites properly in 2019. That's when I started doing the T5 stuff. Okay, let's grab out these things. Now, yeah, you guys kind of think I'm really crazy. 200 hours in the Abyss. What is this guy doing? I'm sure that there's a lot of people spend more time than that doing anomaly running in a in a nullsec, and that is something that I think is crazy because those are so boring in my opinion. Like I feel like I just want to just self-destruct my ship when I when I run those sites, and also just they're just exactly the same. Nothing is different. Exactly the same. The only thing is that there's maybe a slight potential chance that you can get a true Sancho or a faction drop. Otherwise, there's absolutely nothing that varies there. Not like in the Abyss where you can sometimes get some random Charybdis Tyrannos who just snipes and one-shots your shield. Just what? A wrecking shot? Missions are also the same, that they're exactly the same, but they're still different because there's so many different types of missions. It's not like it's the same thing. It's still there's still a healthy amount of variation in my opinion. But I wish there was more variation because the missions that we have right now, they've been pretty much the same for I don't know how long. It's been exactly the same for many years. Many years. I think even since they came out, I don't think they've added any more new missions. Or if they have, they've maybe done only a minor change. But I wish the CCP would add more missions. And the mission that I think that would be best to add would be missions like the Abyssal co-op sites. Like missions that are made for co-op sites. And I want it so that they also pay more when you have more people. And I know that is going to make so that people abuse stuff like that with alts. But I just think it will be really fun if people their co-op missions. The reason I say this is because when I started playing eveonline in 2016, like properly, I played it I think for the first time 2015, but I started to actually properly play it in 2016. Then what me and a couple of friends, I think we were like 3 friends, and one of my friends, he was in like an Augurer, the logistics Cruiser of the Amar, and then I was in an Omen, my friend was in an Apocalypse, and then another one was in, I think, Dragoon or something like that. The thing is, with that, it just felt so fun. We were just having a blast doing this L3 or L4 mission. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's an L3 mission. But we were having a blast. Like some of us were getting really low on armor, but then our friend just came in and just repped us up, like that. It was just so cool. And that is still really cool. I could still do it today. But the thing is, no one would want to do that, because there's absolutely no profit. I'll do it first of all faster in a ship like a Marauder, and in a Marauder I obviously don't need any friends. If I do say I do have friends as a Marauder, I'm just earning less because the missions already go pretty fast. It's just having to divide the rewards is not really going to make it particularly faster. So that's why I think it should work like Incursions or the Co-op Abyss, where you have like extra loot the more people you have. I think that'll be really fun. And the reason I also think that is very good is because just in general, I think we need more co-op activities in eveonline. You would probably say that, oh yeah, Useface, just go and run some abyssal sites with your friends. And that's true. I actually do that from time to time. The thing I would love to have these kind of co-op missions is, first of all, a bit more modernized missions. These missions, they feel very old. Like the way the Abyss, it feels very modern with the graphics and everything. I think they should have some more modernized PvE activities. And also, I think that with the missions, it's a lot more relaxing than abyssal sites. Abyssal sites are very stressful, especially for new players. If you mess up, you will die. In missions, if you mess up, at least you won't. It's quite difficult to lose your ship. You just have to really warp out, or just destroy the one frigate that's tackling you, and then you can warp out. It's not like the Abyss where if you mess up, then you are dead. There is no way you can get out there. The only way you can get out there is killing the rest of the ships. And I think it will be a lot better, because often friends I play with, they would not have played eveonline for so long time, and it would just be then something a bit more forgiving would be better. And also in general, I just think it would be fun to have a bit more of a relaxing activity that could be done with your buddies, and it not being mining, because mining is a very good relaxing co-op activity, but in my opinion, mining is very boring, and I think a lot of people agree with me when it comes to mining being very boring. Okay, let's take out this spider drone, and I should have been pulling in these wrecks, to be honest. See, there's one large wreck over there. There's a couple number. We can't even lock up those ones over here. Let's go pull this one in. We can start aligning to the next acceleration gate right there, and we can go through it now. I think even that I could have gone through it before I destroyed that spider drone, but I was anyway in Bastion, so it really didn't matter. It took me a bit of time to, get that cycle. And luckily, it's, with those Marauder changes, they're not particularly long anyway. Oof, 3 mil tick, just like that, you know. The good extra loot you can get from just scooping up these wrecks really is helpful. Salvaging is obviously nice, but I think it's boring to salvage, and the ISK you get, it doesn't seem to always be particularly high. It's quite low. It's not like you can get some rare salvages worth a lot. Well, I think you can. There's a bit of an RNG factor, but it doesn't vary like as much as you can get with the loot. Like you could never get like this much ISK from salvage as you would get from the looting like I was doing right now. Okay, let's go to the next room. This mission gives 8,000 LP, I think it was. 8,000 LP. Yeah, so we'll basically have to do one more mission until we get the amount of LP to, go and hand in 1 million LP. And I've said this before that I'm going to put everything in buy orders, and that I would crash the market. Okay, if it doesn't come across as a joke, it was a joke. Like I don't think that I'll crash the market. I don't think so high of myself that, wow, I've got so much LP that I'm gonna crash the market. But sometimes there are only a few buy orders, like maybe 20, 30 of these MWDs or afterburners that go for a good price, then the rest that go a few million less. So it, in some way, it does crash the market, but I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just trying to make a little bit of a joke that I'm crashing the market. I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to come here and say that like I'm some big shot. Well, the Paladin is a bit of a big shot of the ship, but you get what I mean. Like I'm not trying to say that, wow, look at me, I'm crashing the market. No, that's I'm just earning my dankies. That's at the end of the day what I'm doing. Everything else in between is just a bit of a bant, a little bit of banter and jokes. Let's go back to Hardener. This system, man, I've spent so much time in this system, so much good stuff I've had in this system. My friends have even started mission running here. It's pretty fun having your friends nearby, just, oh, hey, man, I see your battleship over there. Oh, hey, man, I see your, I don't know, your cruiser or something like that. You're doing stuff together. It feels, even though we're not running missions together, like I said before, that it would be nice to have some good co-op missions that would actually be profitable to do. But even though we're not running the missions together, sometimes it's fun to just see, hey, oh, look, my friend's there. Like, hey, in chat, we've got like a chat room that we can talk in. So, oh yeah, like we feel close together. Obviously the chat rooms, they get you close together, but it's a different feeling when people are close together, when you can actually see their physical ship in space. That is something that I think is cool. And then you would say, oh, his face, go to nullsec. Well, the thing is, man, I like highsec more, and just because of the relaxing nature. Just so that's something that you don't always get with highsec. That people can just go really wherever they want. There's not a particularly big reason for people to go to stay in one area. Well, there is, but it's a lot more free. It's not like in nullsec where you've got a region or a few systems that are owned by this coalition, that if you go outside, then it's high risk that you're going to get blown up. You can kind of go everywhere you want, do whatever you want highsec without really big issues there. Obviously, stuff like going to Udama with heavy value ships is not a good idea, so there are restrictions in that ways. So this is a mission called Exploit Your Sensitivities, where we have to go and kill Kaldari, and I do not want to do that because I don't want to mess with the Kaldari people. I don't want to get bad standings there. And this is a good mission, a Jaguar mission. Burner Jaguar. We'll go in our steroid Nergal and take out this Jaguar. This Jaguar is I've mentioned this before, and you may have even seen a video, or I don't know if I have made a video, but at least it has happened to me. If I haven't put a video up, it has at least happened to me that when I was doing this Jaguar mission, then it came close. It was quite close, and it did not feel nice, but I mean, it gets through. But now I've got Asclepian implants. It makes everything so much smoother. So this should be a very simple experience, very easy, and it'll be a lot. You'll earn a lot of ISK. Like, look at this, 13k loyalty points with 6 million ISK, and then we get 5 million bounty with the potential for faction drops, and the mission doesn't even take a whole long time to do. In eveonline, there's different security statuses like 0.5, 0.6, etc. And the lower the security status, the higher payouts you get from the mission. So, for example, since we're in 0.5, this is like quote-unquote the best kind of high-sec system to get loyalty points. You'll notice if, say, I go to a 0.6 system, and I'm talking about the agent location. This is what matters. So if the agent is in a 0.6 system, because Heora is 0.5, but if the agent, say, was in this system, then it would be about 10% less, or something like that. It's like a certain, generally speaking, around 10% less, you know, for each security 0.1 you go up. But then there's also some kind of like background security status that, like, it has to do with the adjacent systems. Oh, what is this abandoned station right here? Quite scary. But there's this kind of like background security status is determined a bit about the surrounding systems, and then some kind of index of the system type itself. It's some kind of like to do with the code. It's not something you can see here. I think you are able to see it in some databases. I don't know how you see it, but I know that there are some systems that have a quote-unquote lower security status, even though they're 0.5. So I know that the system of Langisi, there's a very popular mission hub, has a lower security status, even though it's still the same as Heora. Both are 0.5 systems, but the Langisi system gives a tiny bit more ISK. And I kind of wish that all systems, or at least the same security statuses, gave the same amount of ISK and LP. I feel like it's just a bit unnecessary that you have to have all these weird like background numbers that affect the the ISK and LP. I mean, the difference in ISK is not a big difference from what I would get in Heora and what I would get in Langisi, but it still just feels annoying. Like, oh damn, those guys are getting like 3 or 4% more ISK than me. You know, that feeling where it's like, oh, I could potentially get more. But then again, there are Langisi for one. I mean, not just that reason, but it contributes to that is a very popular mission hub. Because of that, there's obviously a lot more traffic. You got a lot more traffic. You got a lot more gankers. Okay, why can't I shoot this occult? Why is my occult range so small? What's this? Why is my occult range so small? Only 5 kilometers. It's supposed to be 7 kilometers. That's really strange. Why have I only got 5 kilometer occult range? I should have 6 kilometer occult range. What? This is really strange. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I've got the wrong fit or something. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I don't know why my occult range is so short. It should be longer. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. This is really strange. Gonna have to overheat a little bit here because I think maybe we have the wrong fit or something. This is very strange. I don't know why we've got such a crap range. We should have really good range here. Well, we're overheating at least, and we're getting, some damage, and we're not getting kited at least, so that's good. Why is my optimal range so slow? What is this? It doesn't make any sense. Since when was my occult range 5 kilometers? Have they like nerfed disintegrator range recently or something? What is this? I don't know. Do you guys know what's going on? I really don't know what's going on. This should be 7 kilometers. I'm used to it always being 7 kilometers. I don't know what's going on right here. This is really strange. Because of this is a bit problematic because I'm having to really orbit at the edge. If he just gets a few hundred meters more further away from me, I will break my spool. It'll be problematic. And also, I'm taking more damage because I'm closer. It makes him do more damage. And that is, you don't want that to happen, obviously. Let's overheat the gun a little bit just to make sure we can just seal his fate like that. There we go, good. Now he's just gonna melt, I think. Come on, kill him, please kill him. Why is my disintegrator range only 5 kilometers? This does not make any sense. I thought I was being tracking disrupted or something. I'm so used to this disintegrator range being a lot smaller than this, or a lot bigger than this. I'm just thinking, what is this going on? Okay, there's nothing here. Oh, okay. But mission done, at least either way. It's good we had Asclepions, it makes everything a lot easier. You saw that I was still getting low on armor, even though I've got Asclepions. It's really strange. But that not really strange because I had to get closer. I was going to orbit it at like 6.5 kilometers. That's what Hateless Gaming says is the optimal range to orbit at. It would be good because, that range, it would be further away. But for some reason, my disintegrator range is not that. Let's see now, what is it now? Why is Tetrion 6.8? It's not. This is something glitched or something. It's not supposed to be like this. Look, Baryon. Yes, 11 kilometers. Mystic. long range ammo. No, it shouldn't be 15 kilometers. I think it should be more than 15 kilometers. What is going on? What is going on? Let's see if we can find some ship. I know the Retribution. Its range I'm very familiar with. So I know that I'm not just... This range looks smaller as well. I'm used to the Retribution doing 40 plus kilometers. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, I think this is shorter range because this is usually at 25 kilometers. This is some... There's some... Because I think that they had a new patch today. It's Tuesday today while I'm recording this video. Maybe it's some glitch or something? Because everything seems to be very short range. Let's go in... What's something else? That... Golem, maybe? See what the range of the Golem is. Mjolnir range, 55 kilometers. Okay, the missile seems to... No, wait, this is the wrong one. Pure DPS was one more. Scorch range, 50 kilometers. I think that is shorter. I think it's 52 kilometers usually, and I don't have any script in. And if I put a script in, it's usually 56. And it's 55. Everything seems to be short. What is this? Have they changed something? I didn't see anything like this in the patch notes. What about my Scorch? Let's see how far our Scorch is. Oh, wait, what? What? I think our Scorch is shorter. Yeah, look, our Scorch is a lot shorter now. Because in Scorch, you know, I don't know if you've seen my previous mission videos, but there were a lot... What? Oh, no. I was looking at the DPS a bit strange. No. But look, we have only 89 kilometer range. I'm used to the fall of being 100 plus. So it seems like everything's range has been messed up. Let's see. I don't know if they've made any notes about this, but there seems to be a problem with the ranges. I'll leave a comment here on the dev blog. There we go. Stock up here. Put stuff. Get back in here. Well, it's good I survived right there. You know, it would have been unfortunate to lose a really expensive ship like this just because we've got a bit of a range problem. It seems strange. Oh, what, 75 kilometers? What does that mean? But it does mean a lot. You have to be very peculiar in little values in the burner missions. But either way, we've got 1,000,000 LP now. All right, 1,000,000 LP. So I'm gonna have to turn this in soon. Either way, I think that's enough missioning for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.